Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I just wanted to say that as MIT students, if you guys ever need to go to the CDSI office, you should definitely feel at ease there, so hopefully this video will help you do that. There's a lot of misconceptions about what offices like this actually do.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think, what we try to communicate to the students, and I hope they understand, is that we're a harm reduction office, right? Our goal is simply to reduce harm with regards to whatever's going on. It's non-judgmental, right? It's not meant to critique or criticize. It's non-confrontational. What it is you come in and you tell us sort of what you want to accomplish, and we can help you do it. And at the end of the day, I think people appreciate that. I think people appreciate the idea that they should be in control of sort of what they want to do. But we can give them feedback about where it's causing maybe things to go well and the positives around it, and also where there might be detriments, right? But at the end of the day, it's up to the person to decide whether or not they want to alter their behavior in order to engage in a healthy way. In the same way around sort of events, right? We can have an event where we have a beer tasting, because beer tastings are good. There's nothing wrong with those. You can have some beer and have some food and relax, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I do think oftentimes people worry that there's some sort of desire by offices like this to sort of push an abstinence message. And that's not the case. We want to push a healthy living message. All right, so the things I'd like students to know about the CDSA that they might not know is that we do offer a complex, and complete set of programs that help students in all sorts of different situations. Not only folks who might be struggling from severe alcohol or drug issues, but people who just want to tweak their use behavior so that they can, moderate, be in control, and have a positive experience. That we do have lots and lots of programmatic options that we do out in the community. So we're not just for one-on-one support. We do group education to help students hold safe events, recognize how to help a friend who might be in need, things along those lines. And finally, that we're part of a complex network of offices that offer support for students. And so even if they come to the CDSA for something that might not be related to what we, do here, we are connected with other offices in such a way that we can make sure that they get connected with who they need to get the support that they need.
Can you talk a little bit more about what your everyday experience life is like just working here, working with the students?
Yeah, my day is actually quite varied, right? So, any given day I'll have, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 students I'm meeting with who are working through alcohol and drug-related issues. And then I'll have meetings with other students in groups and organizations looking at how we can better educate the community about different types of issues and how we can create programs that'll be interesting and engaging for students and that they'll want to be part of. So it's actually pretty interesting. The best part about it is students are involved in every aspect of it, right? So whether I'm doing a one-on-one with a student, or whether I'm talking about building programs, or whether I'm talking about prevention, they're there. They're the common thread. And so it makes it really, really great because you know what you're doing because you're doing it with them. There's that constant feedback loop, and you know that if it's going to work, you're getting feedback that it's going to work. If it's not looking good, you know immediately because they're there to tell you, and that's actually something that makes the job really rewarding, but also much easier.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the beauty of the job. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do that can impact people and get them thinking about alcohol in different ways, and not ever sort of demonizing it, but just showing people that there's a wealth of different ways you can interact with it and enjoy life.
If you ever feel like you want to talk, just stop by the CDSA office. Thanks for watching.